So many of us have some riches, some wealth in our lives that we often forget to count when we're counting our blessings, or we're kind of keeping track of what is good and what we have in our lives. One of those things that we often take for granted is our friends and family, people that are supportive, people that advocate for us, people that champion us, people that encourage us, people that edify us, people that are there for us, that we know if we need something, they're there and will impart life in some ways, whether it is words of encouragement or it's showing up with acts of service, quality time spent with us, physical touch, an embrace, or giving gifts that come from their hearts. And I'm sure there are other expressions. There's so many expressions of love between people. But I want to focus on those friends and family that show up for us. I've been it's been a real blessing over the past few days since I put myself out there in public and said, all right, I am full on 100%. I, I am launching this coaching business and I am not looking back at my old work paradigm. And I am full speed ahead, wanting to and am working with people to help them to elevate their lives, to help them to up level, to help them to realize the beauty and possibilities of who they truly are. And I've had so many people that have expressed encouragement and belief. They have expressed in so many different ways that you can do this, you were made for this, you got this, I'm excited for you. Man, I'm looking forward to what you're able to do. I mean, so many people have expressed their, really being behind my decision, my choice, and again, making it public like that. I've even had a family member that has historically not been supportive of me in big decisions in the past that I've made, and has expressed doubts and fears and things. But in this instance, that family member texted me some very encouraging words and expressed belief in me and my future. And it was touching. It was different. It was awesome. I really felt it. I was so grateful to get that message that I wasn't used to getting from this person. And I got another message just last night from a good friend of mine that texted me just a simple, encouraging message. And so sometimes those are the best ones, right? Those just a simple little note, a simple little word, a simple little act, a simple little something that doesn't seem like a big deal, but it can be a big deal, especially if you make it a big deal. And so for me, it felt like a big deal, and I'm going to make it a bigger deal. I'm going to express gratitude. My friend sent me a text that said, basically, you got this, bro. You were made for this. And part of it is this came from like a man's man, right? A dude's dude. And it was just super cool to get that text message from him out of the blue like that. And I really took it to heart, and I expressed, hey, thank you. That hit me in my soul. And I'm sitting with that and feeling that and allowing that to spread, allowing that to permeate, allowing that to get in here and take that in, that this dude who's super sharp, intelligent, believe, somebody else believes in me. Somebody else is speaking that life to me, into me, that I am allowing to build me up, that I am allowing to flow in me and through me. So it's a wonderful gift to ourselves when we appreciate those people that show up in these ways. And, I can't help but think there's so many times where we focus on who didn't show up and how they didn't show up. We had a birthday party, and our thoughts are on the people who were supposed to be here and they didn't come, or they texted some kind of lame excuse or whatever. And sometimes it's hard not to get caught up in those lame excuses and why, what's their deal? Why did they not show up? And just go down that trail. But if we can, the more we can sort of pull back on that and re-channel our energy and our focus on the people that are here at the party, the people that showed up, the people that are celebrating with me, it's time to celebrate. That's what we're gonna do. And maybe later after the party, maybe I'll sit with the frustration and the anger, and maybe I'll even have a conversation with that person to get some clarity. But for now, I've got people here that are celebrating me and celebrating with me. So the more that we can celebrate one another in our moments, these opportunities, the times when people text us, when people speak to us, when people have any kind of show of that support, that we really, it's such a boost. It's such an injection of courage and energy and life into our very souls to help us to reach for the next bigger thing, to help us to become the next higher version of ourselves. And it is important to notice and address those, feel those, experience those things, experience those things that are the negatives where people are not showing up for us. And we want to certainly allow those things and sit with those, be present, and process those things. And the more we can celebrate these people we have in our lives, the more we can pinpoint and go, that's one of them, that's one of them, that's one of them. And then when that person shows up with that expression of courage, encouragement, with that expression of support, whatever that is, however they're showing up, take that and really hold on to that inside of here in our hearts, in our guts, and go, yeah, man, I'm celebrating how this person is showing up for me. I'm so appreciative. And express that appreciation to that person. Let them know what it means to us that they showed up and they are showing up the way that they are. It's such a beautiful thing that we get to do for one another. So I thank you for showing up, watching the video, and supporting me in that way. And you and I, let's be cognizant, let's be more aware, let's pay more attention to who we have, how they're showing up, and celebrate the support. Thank you.